Hey everyone, no respawns here. Hope you're having a grand week. So we're back at the Slog. I did some building on the stream the other day, and what we're going to be doing here is actually building up a little kind of. I've done this exact little spot here before, and I just like it, but I'm going to do obviously an improved version, which is a little kind of not like a campsite-ish. I haven't actually decided the name, so you guys will know the name before I do now because I haven't thought of it yet. But it's basically a series of trailers and buses here with like a little bit of a barbecue area and then a little path leading up to it. That is the plan. Also, I might actually think about doing a little trader stop there, maybe. I'm not too sure. But yes, let's just jump into it. I've already done kind of the bare bones of the walls. Also, Nikki is hiding behind the wall over there. So let's jump straight in. I am going to leave this tree here because I quite like it. I was really umming and ahhing, but I think I'll leave it there. So we'll use that as a kind of a point to build around. But it should, I think, mainly because I have done this. I think my last one had this almost exact kind of area, but it obviously looked a lot different back then. Where's the buses gone? I always forget what the buses are. Buses, trucks and trailers, are they in there? Where are the buses? Buses. It's the one where I can't see the bloody icon, that's why. How did they get a bus in here? I like to think it was already here and then they built the walls around it. Maybe they dragged it. Which one are we going to use? The big yellow one or... Oh, let's do a Nuka World one. How did the Nuka World bus get here? Wow, maybe there was like a tour going on. Don't question it. Right, okay. We're going to have a bus and a trailer. I really, really like this little structure. I did this last time and I was like... I was originally going to build something big here, and I was like, no, I just really, really like that exact thing I did before. So we're going to do it, everyone. We're going to do it. It's going to look cool. I recently installed some sound tiles, so hopefully the echo has gone down a bit. I suspect there will be a little bit of an echo, but it shouldn't be as bad as it was. Get on the rug, you bastard. That's not going to work. Let's make a big one. The one bad thing about this is it getting it on. There we go. We're on now. We're grand. Okie dokie. Let's slap that in somewhere. We're going to try and build on it. This will probably be more of a decorative one, I guess. Mainly because of the fact that these aren't obviously existing structures, but... I mean, rather, kind of prefab structures that I'm making myself. But it should look pretty neat, I think. I want to kind of get it nice against there. I think I'm going to use this. I'll put some junk behind it. Yeah. I want it to look like it's just kind of been there for a while. Obviously, 100 years or so. Probably 2, in fact. And therefore, it's kind of started to sink into the earth. And it's going to look quite cool. We'll probably use my favourite trailer. God, I love this trailer. I'm going to stop using this trailer at some point, but not now. Which I think is going to go probably over here then. It should fit in nicely. I know I should stop using it, but it's so good. Is it going to fit? Ah, look at that. It's going to fit gorgeous. Lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Yeah, this will be a bit more of decorative kind of video, I think, rather than necessarily huge amounts of structural building. Where's me having an absolute mare? No, I want it more like that, don't I? No, you're not going there. You're gonna be a knob. All right, we'll do it that way instead. No, I won't. I'll do it that way. Because otherwise, I don't know where the tree is. I think I need. Yeah, if we just do that again, like I did last time. Why you being that guy? Is it you? You can bugger off. I'll put a different one in there. I just literally just put that one down on a whim, and apparently it's been annoying, so we're not going to do that. Now, what did I tell you last video, which I nearly forgot to do already? If we do not put an invisible rug or just something here, I like to put the invisible rug, otherwise the trailer will actually sink into the platform and it will have this weird texture glitch, which we don't want. That is wrong section. I love the Slog so much. It's so good. The only issue a little bit, right, for recording purposes, is it's noisy half the time. So I'll just be vibing, building, thinking, oh, this is great. and then someone will start having a firefight just like down the road, and I'm like, you can keep it down a bit. Let's try to make a video, lads. Actually, that's fine, because a little bit of a lip here will mean I can put... Yeah, because I'll have the wall right against it. Yeah, I can maybe move a burger up right now. Okay, fine. And then we can actually put the things. So this will be basically what I did last time, but much quicker. Yeah, okay, let's move you that way then. So it's actually like matching up to that bit there. What I'll do is I'm gonna actually glitch that one on. Oh, we'll do that one. And then we'll actually put one of these. This one specifically. I really like this shack wall. I've mentioned before I have my favourite railings and favourite little walls. I really like this one. It's quite pretty. More of this, please. More of this. I'm actually probably going to do almost the exact... I'll do that part after in the other part of the video. I'm going to pop the steps in. Am I going to use the exact steps I used last time? No, not completely. But we are going to use... Because before I used the longer concrete one, now I'm just going to use the weak concrete ones instead. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'll do this and I'll put some plywood. So I could do that, but if we just pull this back a little bit to like here-ish, or even better, if I was smart, which I'm not, I'll put it on the top. And what we can do is we can have a little plank, which will look quite neat. It should look quite neat if it lets me put it on there, of course. Can you let me put it on there? No? You're going to be a knobhead? That's fine. Ah, wait, I bet you will let me put you in there, won't you? Nope, nope. I don't like losing, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a rug down and do it that way. Because I have an idea and I think it'll look neat. I have an idea. I think it'll look cool. There we go. So we'll just have a little platform popping out just to kind of add a little bit of, I don't know. One of the things that I like about making my settlements pop is you can just do little stuff, just little bits, just to kind of make them look slightly nuanced. And then once you've done this to kind of lots of areas, it starts to look quite nice. Yeah, see, look at that. I'll pull that smidgen back. Let's just center it. Just a slightly different entrance. Right, this one I'm actually probably going to put like a little bit of a wood path. And I also... See, that's why I'm glad I kept that tree. See, it just kind of breaks up the space a little bit. Okay. Also mindful of the time. God, it's already 8 minutes in. Lord. Let's do... I need a fire pit before I do anything else. Can I remember where the fire pit is? I mean, there's actually, I'll just use the crafting one instead. Be done with it. If I run out of screws, alright, well, I won't be putting a fire pit in then. I will put the fire pit, but what we'll do is we'll do the area where the fire pit's going to be in. How about that? You can never plan for that. I went to Diamond City a second ago as well and got loads of stuff. It was amazing. And it turns out I've completely missed me fire pit. Oh, yeah, let's pop that one down. Oh, how exciting. Let's put this down. Let's put this white one here. Put it so it literally slips a bit. Yep. I'm really glad I did the Nuka World one now, actually, because I like the red. It's going to look quite neat. So we're going to have a fire pit. It's going to be here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to basically put something to sort of trace around, then I'll remove it. So if I put like this. So this is going to be where the fire pit is. And then I can sort of build towards this and then take it off. I think that's a good shout. And then I'll scuttle off and get some screws. I can't believe I don't have any screws. Literally, you had one job. And multiple jobs, in fact. It was to get screws. I didn't get the bloody screws, did I? I like to, and I think when I've kind of, and this is how I structure the videos as well, I like to break my things up a little bit. So that's why I kind of do the videos like this, where I'm like going, okay, this is this section, this is this section. Because it allows you to sort of focus, kind of really lock in on doing one little area, and then you can sort of connect them. And it kind of makes it a little bit easier and less oppressive. Because sometimes when you're trying to build something up, you're like, okay, well, I don't even know where to begin. So what I'll do, no, actually I don't think I do need that there, because it's going to get in the way as well. I think it's a bit too big, because I want it more circular, don't I? Yes, yes, I do. You were meant to say that to your, say it to the computer, or whichever device you're using. Right, let's do a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to risk it, and I'm actually just going to see if I can sort of build it in. I might have a placeholder I can use, actually, and lights. There are decorations, aren't there, you stupid idiot? God damn it, David. Look, see? Campfire. Imbecile. I don't know why USO has this. It has, like, 2 versions of it. My last bit of oil as well. So we'll do it up here, then. I'll still build it. I realise it probably needs to be higher. Which is good, because then I can build it around to here. Still gonna look good. Still gonna look good. That's what I kind of build, like a little bit of a little area they can have, but also kind of add some fencing. The fencing basically existing purely to sort of just give it a sense of structure. Put a second one. I love doing this stuff. It's fun. These are my favourite kind of things. Just little random little bits that just draw the eye. Alright, I'm gonna need to and oh, where's my favourite floor? This one, just because it's really easy to put in. Can I just I totally can. God, I got way too enthused about that. So, oh yeah, I totally can. God, I'm such a nerd. Right, okay. Right. So it's gonna be this whole area here. I'm gonna probably then fence it off completely on this side then. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll do that way. So it's like a little area. I like putting little interior walls just for the point, kind of just for the sake of it, because then I can sort of build around these, like put like, you know, tables and crates on the other side, and it just sort of breaks the area up in a nice way, which is one of those things that really, I think, helps quite a lot. In the USO mod, there are some quite good, I use them for junk walls, but if you sink them into the ground, these work really well for kind of fences. Because you can sort of raise them up like this. So you can make them taller, or you can sink them down and they just become little chest-high walls. You can pretend you're playing one of those cover shooters, like Gears of War, when everything was behind chest-high walls. We love a bit of chest-high walls. Right, let's actually sink that one down. This should look really neat. I'm probably also going to build on it, I think, a little bit. Just randomly add some More railings, more railings, more railings. This probably should have put them down. One thing I like to do when I'm trying to be efficient, and I haven't been efficient because I wasn't paying attention, is I sometimes just put a load of stuff down. Nothing more can be built. You bastards. After this, quickly do this gun storing glitch in a wee sec. I'll put that one a bit more like there. We're going to have it come from this area here. Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll sort of do this. Lovely. You know, actually, I need to store some weapons very quickly, which normally I'd pause, but we'll just do it right now. And I'll grab my guns. Please don't get attacked while I'm doing this. These will do. For those who don't know, you're going to get a little reminder how to increase the thing. So you see my size is fully maxed out. I store my weapons. And that's all you do. Most of you know that, but there's probably one person who doesn't know that. So to that one person, there you go. That's what it is. You just do that. And that will mean that you can store all the guns. You just keep doing it over and over again. Depending on how many modules your weapon on is how much it goes down. So basically upgraded weapons count for more. That's why things like, well, like for example my laser musket there, but also is why, you know, smaller weapons such as, you know, pipe pistols tend to not really make it go down very well. And I didn't drop Deliver on the ground because it's really small and I keep losing it when I do that. Let's have that way. Oh, we need some concrete half walls, I think. Yeah, that'll break this up a little bit. Yeah, I told you, it's a bit more of a decorative video, this one. Normally I'd, no, I might do. I'm actually going to glitch that in with a rug instead so I can have it really sheer instead. So we'll do that. Alright, yeah, let's put some concrete. This is one of those really weird videos where it's like going to be 20-something minutes, but it's 20 minutes of me just sort of doing really niche stuff. So hopefully it's something you guys enjoy. We're going to do a couple of videos at the Slog, I suspect. So buckle in, because it's going to be quite a wide area, I think. And my plan is to turn this into a sort of like mini ghoul-focused Diamond City, which I think will be quite cool. But a lot of the building we will do on stream, so if that is your bag, then yeah, I'm going to put that in, but I actually want to do the other side first. There we go, so now I can use that to sort of get it a little bit closer, which is grand. Okay, let's do... So it's going to come from there. Cool, alright, sick. Wrong way. See, even when I'm rushing, these things take so long. I'm trying to be quick, everyone. But I'm also trying to show you, like, the kind of, you know, the main structural elements of what I'm doing. So, hopefully, this works for you. If not, forgive me. Someone else made me do it. It wasn't my fault. There we go. That's cool. Right, let's do a little bit of a... I'm kind of really leaning into this whole fence thing, aren't I? Well, we've emotionally committed to the idea now, so let's go for it. Come here, you. Let's pop some fences down quickly so I can sort of do this a little bit quicker. What I'll do in a minute, obviously I'm going to disappear off and do a lot more decoration of this. But the premise, I think, is a good one. And it turns into a little bit of a campsite area. I already know we're going to add some... Oh, you little shit. Let me put that down. What is this? Fallout 76, where it says I can place an item and it doesn't let me? You monsters. Still upset about that. For those that don't know, haven't played Fallout 76, it does this thing where sometimes it says you can place an item and then just says actually you can't. I want to find the person who decided that was a thing and just, you know, have a little bit of a word with them. Just have a chat with them. In a room with no windows. Just because it's really bloody annoying. Yeah. Right. Okie dokie. Let's, we'll do this one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think I'm going to do some pillars. As I said, this is more of a mindful that it is... Did I just put it right next to that? I did. Move out of the way, you. Really. Less structural, but it's gonna be cool. And it gives you an idea. I think often, and one of the things I've been doing for years with my videos, I just like to let you kind of, you know, and not just in Fallout, but any game where you decorate stuff, just try and, like, you know, think about ways you can use space in slightly different ways. Because it's fun. Although it's going to be fun with the AI in this place, because the NPCs hilariously like to get strapped all the time. But it's alright, innit? Actually, if I do that way, then it won't... Yeah, then I can actually line it up more. And also, it means I can put a staircase. Lovely jubbly. Not very lovely jubbly. I'm going to straighten that off in a sec, but I'm just going to put the stairs in so you guys don't have to watch me fine-tune some structural elements. Have I just run out of wood? No. Have I? I think I've run out of wood. I think that might be the perfect time for me to end this part. I am literally out of wood. Right, so the structural element, and I'm going to build off the camera and show you the tour, is this is going to be a little campsite area. We're going to have posts, lots of decorations. It's going to be very cozy and very, very camping goals. But let me disappear off and do all of the fine-tuning, and I will give you one of the people a wee tour. One mo. And we are done. It occurs to me I was a bit waffly in the opening of this, so I am going to put a link so people want to jump to the tour, just because not everyone wants to hear me ramble about the minute details of building up little sections like this. But this is just honestly such a little vibe. I posted a picture of it, work in progress, yesterday, and a lot of people just kind of immediately connected with it, and it is just such a nice little area. You know, it's the kind of area you hang around with your mates, you just sort of, you drink your beers, you chill out, and it's just cozy as, I loves it so much. I was going to build on top of the trailers, but honestly I just left them as is. I might maybe build on top of them later, but it's not exactly structurally interesting. It's only the vibe. It's like obviously the decorations are good. I've decorated inside, so I like building in these little trailers because they're just kind of cozy. But just the kind of aesthetic and the way this area draws the eye is just so nice. And that little fire pit area, it just looks so good. And I keep reiterating this again, like building little sections. Like I said, I'm going to build a little section, like literally where these guys are right there. In fact, I'm probably going to build a little trader hangout area so they don't just sit around that campfire. But like building these little sections just gives you a sense of... It just allows you to kind of hyper focus on one section of the camp. And eventually, like, we've got that corner there, this corner there, I guess probably up there, maybe the swimming pool. And those are the main sections, potentially the farm as well. And then it'll just be a case of just linking them together with kind of like adding a load of detail in the kind of filler areas. But it should just look so cool. But yeah, I hope you guys like that. Gave you a few ideas. Like, again, you can just turn what is structurally in many ways not an interesting area into something just kind of cozy and nice. And just honestly, it's just such a vibe. And I've been so enjoying this little run I've been doing in Fallout because it enables me to sort of make all these really immersive settlements that I end up wandering back through, you know, when I'm picking up my caps and just, you know, stealing all of the water they've been collecting in the workshop. And it's just such an absolute vibe. Anywho, as always, follow me on the socials, link in the description. Norespawns on Instagram and Blue Sky. If you're watching this video live, I will have a stream up probably tomorrow. I think it'll be tomorrow because it's rainy, so I'm going to be hiding inside tomorrow, as in, I mean, an hour and 9 minutes from now. So probably Saturday evening, basically. We're going to play some more Fallout. I'll also, as of starting next week, we'll start implementing a few non-Fallout related videos just because, again, it's been a while and I've got a little bit of a backlog of things I want to do, and yeah, got some fun plans. But anyway, I love you all. You enjoy your rest of the week, and I'll speak to you absolutely lovely bunch of reprobates soon. You take care.